Whitelist normal. Blacklist normal. So whitelist normal goes to a nuclear reactor somewhere. Blacklist normal goes into another box like that. And then I'll beacon down in here. So I don't honestly need that many of these. I'm not even able to produce that, probably. That in so it can get done. See anything else being held up. Heal coffee is. So I'll launch that next. Not scary at all. But yeah, see how it's flattening out there? Do not like. The funny thing is, the really funny thing is, you wouldn't think it, but this is the boring part for me. It's combat. Ooh! That's going up to 30. Nice. That's because of the better oil refinery support? Nope. Ish. Nope, yes. Maybe. That one's gonna require some scary levels of investment to do what I want it to do. Oh, it'll be scary. It's the main reason I don't go gangbusters on building things right now is I really need that nuclear power plant so that I can get the workforce in the form of robots, right? You know, if you imagine such a silly scenario as like, and I'm paying the robots with power. I mean, on paper that seems like a silly way to put it, but in practice it's really like that. Okay, and that gives me full coverage, and then get my bots on. I'm helping my bots not construct trees. Sorry. There's a point where I'm just like, no, nature. Please no. You are beautiful, and you spawn giant bugs in my direction. So please no. If I do it like this, it actually will shorten the defensive line. I'll be able to recover those turrets. And then, yeah. May have made a mistake there. I'll figure it out when I get over there. I want to stop what I'm doing and be like, I'm gonna do Coverex now, and make sure that that's perfect. It's like, nope. I'm better off being surprised at this point, I think. Okay, grab those guns so the bots don't have to pick them up. This wants medium electric poles. It's like, fine, I'll modernize because I have to. Guess it's in the budget. Okay, that last one goes away. Everything else should be good. And then I'll continue to work up and around. I'll have to figure out what I'm doing with that mine. It's just perfect, though. There appears to be no overage of plastic. That's why. I see what's going on. Has gears. It's everything I need for this next project. Except for quality modules. I'll have to get a neat little box for those to store the quality ones in. No, I swear I wouldn't look at something else, but I kind of have to hop back and forth and check on this. And ask questions like, alright, where are we at in this project? It's like nearly done. Nearly done with that one means that heat exchangers can go off next. Ah, that was a project I needed to get done, was more iron. I know I have these Goofy the Dog moments, but bear with me. It's weeks between each episode. Often. Alright, that's gonna be... filtered to normal. And then the rest of it, yeah. Hit that H at the last minute so that it all goes into the proper furnace set. And then the rest gets blasted down this way. And I'll just extend this lane of oddball quality stuff as I go. Everything needs an extra layer of filtering, or else it's not my friend. Okay, this is prepped and ready to go. Can we get the uranium? Yeah. Ooh! The first fuel cells are done, too. Which means these are successfully passing back and forth. Good. Because that's going to be at 62. I guess it must go over very briefly. But the goal is that these are going to continuously buffer and never let their contents hit a belt. So yeah, I'm gonna watch this for a second just because I want to see how this functions. Outstanding. I do kind of hate that it's just going to end up being a really long belt. And that is my strategy for some specific things, is like, do I need something fancy? Yay or nay? I will ask this question. And if the answer is nay, I don't see why. Okay. Get some iron going up there, and then investigate why it's not. Oh, that's part of that splitter. Yeah, if the answer is nay, then it's like, why do something complicated? Alright. So right now, I appear to be exceeding needs on this, but this job is running slower than it should. And there's green ones backed up, so this is a job for output priority. And just keep on putting solar panels in a lake and pretend that nothing is wrong. This is fine. The nuclear reactor is coming. Alright. So all biters are cut off from this section, and I can make extra petrol and plastic down here. Somehow I have to get all of that to my base. Hey, that was what I was worried about. Defenders? I can make a bunch of defenders. Why do I worry about these things? I mean, I was worried about it, but that seems like it's the past now. Okay. One little itty-bitty base there, and then a lot of problems over here. Okay. I see how this goes. I'll just give you guys room to be yourselves. And, and I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna expand this base. Ryan will have done its thing, I think. Load is filling up. And then that was another problem. This is not outputting into memory. I've got it confused with a different space platform construction. And this is why I tell people, give me 6 hours before I give you a blueprint, because I can have done something like this before and forget one part, and it's going to drive me up the wall, but more importantly, it'll drive somebody else up the wall, and I can't have that. On paper, I don't mind doing my job right. In practice, ADHD does do these strange things to somebody. I'm great at everything except for remembering names and finding my house keys. So you can imagine, I'm having a ton of fun with quality, where I have to, like, also sort out 3 assembly lines. Every time. Right. I don't need to break those trees to make quota. I just need to put in this last gun wall here. And hope for the best over the hours that pass. While keeping an eye out for everything else that can happen in the meantime.